getting into this episode of GH, Nina and Carly is definitely a team I didn't think would ever happen again. I remember they teamed up before when they were actually cool with each other, but I didn't think they ever would ever again. Honest to God. But it's kind of fun seeing them team up and whatnot and trying to, manipulate Willow and trying to find a way to get her the hell away from Drew. I just wish they would stop wasting their time with her. I really do. She's a fool. She is. She want to keep following behind Drew and, you know, hanging on his every word and doing whatever he want. And that's on her foolish ass. I feel bad for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I just think that is poor parenting on her part. She already said before that Wiley doesn't even know what's going on between her and Michael. So he doesn't even know about the divorce. And yet you're moving him in with Drew. Type of fucking parenting is that? Like, really? Normally, because I would agree with Carly, like she should hold off moving in with Drew at least until Michael comes back or giving it some time. You know what I'm saying? Like, move slow. Like, you literally are still legally married. You just moved out of the Quartermain estate. And here you are trying to move in with somebody else. This is what I'm talking about. She's so needy and codependent. She can't stand on her own too. Can't stand on her own too at all. And it's sad, quite frankly. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't think for herself. She always got to ask somebody else's opinion. Always got to, go with what other people suggest. It's like, how about you go with what you suggest? You're supposed to be raising these damn kids. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be shaping their mind. Like, if you can't think for yourself and make decisions on your own, I really don't understand how the hell she could be a nurse. Because being a nurse, you're going to have to make split-second decisions on your own a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to think without somebody being in the room with you. How the hell was she a teacher? Like, I don't get her at all. Like, her mind is just weak. Like, seriously. Like, you can't think for yourself. You can't live on your own. You can't take some time. You can't, like, come on. I just hate that Carly and Nina are just wasting their efforts on this girl. I would just be filing court motions trying to get them kids away from her. That's all I would be doing. That's why I can't blame Tracy for doing what she did, trying to keep them kids away and, keep them in the Quartermain house, because they mama just, poor excuse. Just a poor excuse. And Nina talking about, oh, you were a little harsh with Willow. Nina, are you in on this plan or aren't you? Sometimes you got to be harsh, especially with that dingbat of a daughter of hers. You got to be way more harsh. Hell, you got to be borderline cruel, because the girl just ain't getting it. Harsh is being lenient to me. You need to be cruel. The girl is dumb. Straight up. I can't put it no other way. Foolish. To the 10th power. Hell, to the 28th power. The girl just crazy. Anyway, moving on from that. Anna done lost her damn mind. Let me tell you something. Anna been lost her mind. And when she get her mind, she need to let the rest of us know when she got her mind back. Because this is why I love Maxie as a businesswoman. I fucking love Maxie. Because I would have laughed too. Soon as Anna would have had that shit come out her mouth, I would have laughed. Saying here, oh, I need a favor. I need you to hire Emma as an intern at Deception. Really. I'm glad Maxie laughed at her, because you know what? No. Absolutely not. No, we're not doing that Nepo baby shit around here. Nope. Even though I'm pretty sure down the road, Maxie probably will hire her if Emma came to her. But, no, we're not doing no favors. No, that's not how you run business. Just keep hiring folk. And the reason I say that is because there's plenty of other people out there who are actually, interested in the cosmetic business. You know what I'm saying? So there's other deserving people out there who could use that internship. Why waste it on somebody who's not even interested? And I'm glad Maxie let her know. She was like, Emma's not even interested in this, so why would I do it as a favor? I'll be wasting her time and mine. Like, for real. You ain't doing nothing but wasting your time. And of course, Anna, I got somewhere to be. Of course Anna gonna storm off. Of course you're gonna leave the table because you ain't getting what you want. Oh well. I would have said no to your request as well. Even though Gio was sitting there trying to convince her, maybe, trying to convince Emma that maybe she should do it since she liked chemistry. Liking chemistry is not enough to get her an internship at a cosmetic company. I'm sorry, it's just not. It's not enough. Are you actually into cosmetics? Hey, seriously, is that, your thing? Like, do you love it? Because if you don't love it and you don't really want it, then why waste your time and why waste their time? Emma, don't get me wrong, Emma and Gio are cute together. I will say that. They definitely look good together. But why waste your time? I'm just saying. If you ain't into it, don't do that. So I'm glad Maxie denied that request, because that was a foolish request. Something I would have denied my damn self. But anyway, moving on from that. Sasha completely disgusts me at this point. I'm completely over Sasha. I'm not a fan of hers anymore. She disgusts me. Like, are we sure she's not back on that booger sugar? Are we sure? Like, she not back using that stuff? It'd be bad for the baby if she was, but are we positive? She ain't, back on that narcotic. Because I don't get her. I really don't. I don't understand homegirl. So she doesn't want to take the Quartermain money. She doesn't want to take Jason's money. But you're going to sit here, pick up your phone, and call Sidwell and take his dirty money? The man who kidnapped you? Really? Jesus fucking Christ. I felt like this was the Twilight Zone. Like, what is this? I don't get her. So all of that ranting and raving, all that nonsense, all that shrieking we had to sit through of her, oh, I want to be independent. I want to be independent. I want to make my own way. And you just going to take a thug's money. Lord help us. Like, please tell me that this is a part of some dumbass plan of hers, or I hope she wasn't serious. Really, you're gonna take, for fuck's sake. I commend Tracy for trying one more time to get this twit to realize that your child is a Quartermain and should be raised as such, with such privilege, and she gonna sit there and have the gall to turn it down. You know how much it took for Tracy to come in here and tell her all of this? That they want to help take care of her child? See, this is why I say Jason and Tracy, everybody just need to leave this little twit alone. She want to live in poverty, let her live in poverty. That's why I was pissed that Jason kept offering her that money. I'm like, leave the girl alone. She want to be poor, let her be poor. I'm pretty sure there's other people out there that would love to take y'all money. Like, I'm just saying. And got the balls to call Sidwell of all people. Ugh. Total disgust. Moving on from that. So, if Sidwell wasn't the one who bombed the fucking penthouse, then who? Who did it? I kept hearing some people say, oh, it could have been, what the freak is her name? I'm starting to forget her name already. You know, his Sidwell little ex-wife. Forgot her name. I don't know. Like, why would she do it? What would be her motive for bombing Sonny's apartment? But then again, it would explain how that package got in there anyway so easily. Because I'm like, Sonny doesn't screen packages. Like, his guards don't screen packages before they just let it enter the penthouse. So you mean tell me y'all didn't know? You didn't open it up to look at it, to listen, to see if something was tick, 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 tick. Like nothing? That would kind of explain. Oh, Natalia. That's her name. Don't forget, don't mind me. I'm having a senior moment. And I ain't even a senior yet. But it creeps up on you, though. But yeah, so Sidwell ain't doing, who the fuck bombing apartments and shit? Like, what the fuck going on here? Because Sidwell talking about, oh, I'm a legit businessman. I'm this, and this. I don't trust him, because I think somebody would say anything when they staring down the barrel of a gun. I would think so. But we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, moving on from that. You know what? I'm glad Lucas finally got some common sense and walked away from Brad ass when Brad admitted that he got Portia to send him to that symposium or whatever. And Lucas knew what time it was. Lucas knew Brad blackmailed her into doing it. Oh, it wasn't blackmail. It was I still love you. I'm glad Lucas walked away because that's all Brad gonna be is a damn lie. Brad is. That's why I say yesterday. Brad is always gonna be duplicitous. He's always gonna be into some shit. When you get right or wrong, he always gonna pick wrong. That's just that's what he does. That's his stock and trade. So I'm glad Lucas walked away, and I pray that Lucas keep walking and don't look back. Like, no. Because Lucas basically was fed up with the lying. And that's all Brad ass gonna offer you is lies on top of lies. Some ass on top of lies. That's all he gonna offer you. Nothing more. So you need to keep it pushing. Keep moving, sir. So moving on from that. Portia. You got caught, baby. The jig is up. She tried to deny it, but Drew was like, I got the paperwork. I said, damn, Portia. This would piss me off about her. Like, why could you not just tell Curtis about this? Like, why? Like, you know how he feel about people lying, even though he has a tendency to lie his damn self. But you know how you feel about that mess. Or not being honest, open and honest. So how you gonna get out this? All she had to do was tell that man he could have tried to help her. Now you gotta deal with some blackmail. Foolish. Somebody gonna end up taking Drew ass out. Cause you can't keep racking up all these enemies and nobody about to, bust your kneecap. Like at some point somebody gotta fuck you up. Like I'm just saying. Like you're making enemies everywhere, sir. You got people plotting on you. And you still living to tell the tale. Somebody gonna take him out. They got to. It ain't no two-way street about it. They got to take him out. Curtis sitting there talking about he not worried about Drew. I'm like, at this point, you might want to be because your wife, if this thing go public, she could lose her medical license. She could be probably charged, sued. A whole list of shit can happen if this thing go public. So, I know Laura worried about the fallout and stuff like that, about the esplanade. And I'm so tired of that word esplanade. I'm so tired of hearing it. I'm so tired of it. Like, are we actually going to be able to see it? Or are we just going to keep hearing that name? I just want to know. But speaking of Laura, I ain't going to lie. She need to vet her brothers a little bit better. Because I feel like she gave them the benefit of the doubt too much. Like, she did that with Cyrus. Now she doing it with Martin. Trying to sit there. It's not your fault, Martin. It's Laura. Laura need to stop being so trusting. Like, I'm just saying, like, your brothers ain't shit. I'm just going to put that out there. And Lulu knew it. That's why, Lulu went snooping in his hotel room because she figured that he could lead her to Valentine. Little did she know she'll find something else. So now she know that Dante got a child out there somewhere. He a baby daddy. And Lulu ain't going to let it go. She going to connect them dots. This whole story with Gio being BLQ and Dante's son is pissing me off because Dante wants to sit there and talk to Cody about back in the day at summer camp or wherever they were, about how he never told Lulu about it. There was nothing to tell because it never happened according to the last writing. According to 2010, it ain't never happened. So you mean tell me you've been lying for all these years about what went down with y'all? That's why I hate this whole rewrite. It's just, it just doesn't make sense in the slightest, and it's pissing me off now. Like, it really is, because I hate that rewrite. Out of all the people in that town, you couldn't make Lil Gio somebody else's child? I know they were going for drama, but it's like, you could have got drama by making him somebody else's kid. I'm just saying, because this one is just poor. It's piss poor. Like, you got to do a whole rewrite just to make this bullshit fit. Nope. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. Peace.